Old Pastor Ty here. Hope you're having a great day today. I would like to encourage you to be a reader of books. A reader of books. You know, the fact that God gave us a book should show us that He wants us to be readers. You might say, well, why should I be a reader? Well, I'm glad you asked that question because I like to share with you 8 reasons why you should be a reader and why it would be to your benefit. Number 1 is reading improves our mind. Reading improves our mind. Just as exercise improves our body, reading improves our mind. It's been proven that as people age and their mental capacities may become a bit diminished, but those who are readers hold on to that much longer. It's proven that our minds are encouraged, our minds are strengthened by reading. Number 2, it lets us in on the joke. Have you ever heard people talk about names and places and people you never heard of before as if everybody ought to know them, right? Over the past hundreds of years, thousands of years, a lot of books have come along. Some people consider it the conversation, you know, what people have talked about over the years. And if we read the most well-known and popular books, we know what's going on. When people make a comment about something that was in a book somewhere, well, you know what the joke is. Number 3, it's entertaining. It's a lot more enjoyable once you really get into it than watching TV or watching movies. It is very entertaining. It gives our mind something to think upon. Number 4, we can hang out with some very intelligent people. Some of the best books out there, the popular books that people read, is because somebody has put down something that is worth knowing. Intelligent people write books and we read them. And we can read books, people who read the minds and intelligence of people who passed away decades ago, hundreds of years ago, 1,000 years ago. We can still read what they had to say. Number 5, it helps our imagination grow. Helps our mind to begin to imagine things. Imagine yourself, or consider yourself reading a book that centers around maybe a large popular hotel, maybe a hotel that is on near the ocean or has a backdrop of some majestic mountains or something like that. And as you read those words and the descriptions, you begin to visualize that in your mind because those words explode inside of us and give us pictures. Number 6, it improves our vocabulary. Unfortunately, it seems that the modern culture is rather lacking in vocabulary to the point they start making up their own words and expressions. You know, I had to, a couple years ago, contact my youngest son and ask him what goat means. What is it? Someone says he's the goat. You know, what's that mean? Yeah, we begin to make up these new words. But as we read, we begin to learn new words and be able to add them to our vocabulary and be able to use them. Number 8, it can connect us to the past. It can connect us to the past. You see, I feel that historians who write today about something that happened 100 years ago, 200 years ago or more, know less about it than those who were contemporary with the actions. In other words, I think any writer today writing about the American Revolution will know less about it than what John Adams wrote, or Jefferson, or anyone else who was involved with it 200 years ago, 200 and plus years ago. And number 8, the past can teach us how to judge the future. I believe it was Patrick Henry said, I know of no better way of judging the future than by the past. Seeing that people have tried things in the past and whether they were successful or whether they failed, we can learn from that. And we might think that some ideas that we have are greater. We might think ourselves smarter than people in the past. That may not necessarily be true. Many times great inventions happen because we stood on the shoulders of people who lived before us. Ralph Waldo Emerson said, if we encounter a man of rare intellect, we should ask him what books he reads. It's probably a good idea. Well, thank you for joining us for this. If you got any benefit, give us a like, subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see more, and you have a wonderful day.